Okay, cheers, Harry. Thanks a lot. Thanks, John. Thanks, Jack. Really appreciate it. We got there in the end, didn't we? So, yeah, like I say, thanks for taking the time out. We are going to go into ThriveCart in a moment. I just want to take you through some of the stuff we'll be talking about, some of the reasons I think it's important. What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Because I'd rather be upfront about it. I hope that's okay with you. So like I say, this is an inside look inside my ThriveCart account. I think I've had ThriveCart just under 2 years now. I will check back occasionally for questions, but for some reason in full screen mode, I can't see them. We're going to run just less than an hour today. In future presentations, we'll include background music as well, as recommended a little bit earlier. But today is just my voice, so I apologize about that. I am going to be showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there's nothing I hate more, particularly when I was starting out. You think, well, this person's perfect. They've achieved so much, and everything's gone so well for them. I'm not like that. And I think there's no way I can get these results. And to me, that's very frustrating. It's not honest. I know for some people that can be off-putting. You see somebody who's made mistakes and you think that's not for you. And unfortunately, if you're that kind of person, then I'm going to ask that you kind of try and get over that and just try and get out of this what you can. Because what you're going to learn is how to make a lot more profit without actually having to get extra traffic. So you don't have to worry about getting more from Facebook or getting more from an email list or affiliates. If you can, great. It'll give you even better results, but that's not what we're going for here. Basically, what I need from you is a promise that you aren't going to share what you see here with others, specifically screenshots of customer details if they accidentally pop up and screenshots of stats. I don't really mind if you keep those to yourself, but please don't share them around. Otherwise, I'll have a million people cloning what I'm doing. As I said, you're going to see what I did wrong as well. And, you know, wherever I've gone wrong, I'll explain what I should have done right, okay? Just so you get as much positivity out of this as possible. So like I said, I'm a user of a shopping cart called ThriveCart. It's made by a guy called Josh Bartlett. Now, I don't actually know how I ended up buying my copy of ThriveCart. I mean, I never got like an affiliate or review copy. But if you try and go to thrivecart.com, you'll notice it's not available for sale. So when I say I've been using it for almost 2 years, I've actually been using it probably since a few months after it launched. I actually got in after the first price rise, which was a little bit frustrating, but there it is. Now, the thing that's in it for me is I am an affiliate of ThriveCart. As you'll see, I genuinely believe in the product as well. And we integrate it with all of the stuff that we do here. The other thing that I'll point out as well is if you've already got ThriveCart, there will be a separate offer which I'll make just if you just want the extra sort of training materials that I've put together. And if you've not got ThriveCart and you think it's for you, great at the end. If you don't think it's for you, no worries. You can take these strategies and you can find different ways to replicate them. So one service I'll recommend that you don't need if you've got ThriveCart is called dunning.com. Sorry, not dunning.com. Oh, I've forgotten the name, guys. I'm so sorry. I will get it. Stunning.com. And I'll explain what Dunning is a little bit later, but it's going to get you more money back, particularly if you're using Stripe. So next thing, ThriveCart is our preferred shopping cart for both member deliver and create deliver, and that's a membership platform and a secure download delivery platform. We have our own sort of basic carts in each of those. Then we integrate with things like JVZoo, Warrior Plus, and all of those type of things, ClickBank, etc. But ThriveCart is by far and away the most powerful. I do like Pay Kickstart as well, and I've had middling success with Infusionsoft. Obviously, though, Infusionsoft is way more than just a shopping cart. So the motives for me recommending ThriveCart at the end of today, I love it. I really want to see the base of users grow as much as, you know, it's great to be an affiliate. Getting that base of users to grow, which I think is about just under 7,100 at the moment, it means that it's got legs long term and it will be around, because we've all seen one-time products that disappear. I know Josh well, that's not going to happen with ThriveCart, but still I want them to have as much money for their development team as possible. And the reason I'm doing this webinar now is that Josh announced on Tuesday that ThriveCart is finally closing to lifetime customers next week. And this has been announced before, and I emailed out about it, and then they pulled back on the decision. But if you know the link for the sales page, you'll see it's changed a lot now. They clearly are now preparing for next week's change. So let's get into the interesting stuff, okay? Like I say, ThriveCart is moving to monthly from next week. So that's monthly fees. What you'll find is if you use something like JVZoo or Warrior Plus, you pay a percentage fee. With Zaxa, I actually pay a small monthly fee. I know there are other people who pay $99 a month. I don't know what their current setup is. So if anybody can point that out, that'd be appreciated. So what I'm going to show you today is basically the results I've had with ThriveCart. To put them into context, I've done 297,000 on Warrior Plus as a vendor, just over 500,000 on JVZoo as a vendor, although my profile doesn't show that for some reason. 120,000 through PayPal Direct through a script called Big Mike's Buy Me a Beer, which was a very, very hokey script, but it got me started in selling info products many years ago. Also a bunch of money through Infusionsoft, Samcart, Paddle, Digital Product Delivery, Infusionsoft, and Zaxa. This doesn't include any other stuff such as affiliate sales. It doesn't include basically big ticket webinar stuff, things like that. The important thing I want you to know is I think I've missed out, that's probably just close to £1 million or $1 million, should I say. I probably missed out 50 to 100% extra in terms of the front end revenue I could have gone. And of course, that's extra customers as well. So who knows where that could have led. I think if I think about it, I'm just going to cry. So I'll move on. In terms of the products I've sold, this is really just so you've got an idea. I've sold events, tickets for marketing capital events that we hold in London. Myself, the guy who runs Convertry, Andy Fletcher, and Richard Fairburn, if anybody knows him. He's one of the best marketers in the world, in my opinion. Mid-ticket physical products, talking about physical products like books and training. So if you want to sell books, DVDs, you can do all of that in ThriveCart. It's really, really easy. Very easy to do. And also if you've got VAT, sales tax issues, delivery cost issues, shipping costs, don't worry, it sorts it. I've also sold some coaching, but it's not something I do a lot, so I've only done a little. And I've also put through a lot in terms of Create, Deliver, and soon to be Member Deliver, having moved them over from JVZoo. So like I say, $1 million in front-end sales, not including stuff like webinars and recurring affiliate sales. But I'm also really qualified to say that I've screwed up a lot, if I'm honest. So today I'm going to show you how you can just forget about worrying about traffic costs, ad costs, affiliate costs. If you're a master of any of those, great, you'll just get much better results. Because if you make twice as much, you can afford to outspend your competition, give away bigger prizes for affiliates, or just keep the cash. And I really don't think it matters what niche you're actually in. What I'm going to do now is show you how you can double your front-end money with ThriveCart. I'm not obviously talking about doubling the back-end money, OTO money, things like that, because there are so many other things you can do there. We wouldn't have time to cover it. If you replicate all of this, you'll do incredibly well. Replicate one of these things, you're going to see an increase in what you're doing. So let's begin the tour. And with that, I get to exit out. I'll answer some of your questions if there are any. Then we'll jump straight into my ThriveCart account. Like I say, sorry, I can't see. Okay, so just a quick question from David Bay. I'm not actually aware of cart flows. You're talking about Lifter LMS. It depends. I don't think it has direct compatibility with ThriveCart. Will it work with Zapier? Because ThriveCart works with Zapier, so you can connect through a lot of things usually that way. Hopefully that's helpful for you. So I think that covers all the questions. Let me just find my screen. And we'll get there eventually. Okay, so here we are, ThriveCart. I'll just log in, so nobody steal my login details here. Okay, so first thing you'll notice is we've got my ThriveCart account and my affiliate account. So if you're selling products, let's say Will Codecry, I promote his products, that would appear in your affiliate account. If you create a product that you'd like other people to sell, it will appear in the marketplace in the affiliate account for people to find. I'd love for this community to grow and grow because I think there are so many more options with ThriveCart, but we'll see, how that goes. So far, I think it's looking pretty good. Right, we're in the stats section. You're seeing my stats for today. So you can see we've had a couple of transactions come in. What's probably more useful as we're just at the start of the month of May is if we look to last month, which is April. And this is where you're going to see some of my big mistakes, some of the things where I've gone wrong. Like I say, if you want to ask questions, please do. I can see the question box actually now. So you can see, yeah, last month, 25 transactions, 5 refunds, higher than I would like, 585 checkout views. Basically, that's a combination of getting some junk traffic, and also the refund rate is not actually 29%. A lot of the things we're selling here are payment plans and subscriptions. So what this refund rate here is, it's only taken off the refunds from the full ticket create deliver sales we had. So we had 1 refund, and that comes up as 29%. What I really like is that you can customize the dashboard. I know this isn't the most exciting thing in the world for some of you, but you can see all sorts of really great stats. One of the big complaints I've seen against ThriveCart is you don't get to see your subscription numbers. Well, you do now. And with that said, what I want to do is take you straight over to the product section. Okay, guys, so can everybody see the list of products that I have in ThriveCart? If you can just let me know before I move on, I'll just take a sip of coffee. Okay, great. Thanks, Mike. Can everybody let me know how many sort of products you have for sale or you would like for sale? Thanks, John. Really appreciate it. You know, are you planning to sell a product, or do you already have a product? And if so, wow, Mike, so Mike's got 15, yeah. So you can see that mine have actually started to extend onto page 1, 2, and 3 now, and I've not got everything in there. There are other things I need. There definitely is an update coming once they go to monthly, which, by the way, you're grandfathered in for if you've already got ThriveCart, or you get it before next week. You're grandfathered in to get all of the updates for free. I know that there is a little bit of an update coming here, but basically you've got front-end products, upsells, downsells, split tests, and coupons. This is within the product section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you inside one of my products so that you can actually see how it looks. So if we have a look firstly in here, create deliver essentials for split. And then let's see if we got any sales on this one. Yeah, so we got one on this, and it didn't work out. And you can see that this is where the sort of the bad traffic came from. This was actually from an exit pop-up that wasn't working too well. So you can kind of understand now. You got the graph. You can see kind of where the error came in there in terms of that stat. So John, you're looking to sell new products. I'm assuming that's one time. What I'll do is, just so I think everybody benefits, I'll just actually go back. I'll create a new product, and we can have a look at these in a moment, because then I can show you the different options. So when you start off, you've got a choice between digital or physical. So if you're selling a physical product, it's going to do the integration and automatically get the product shipped out with places like Lulu. There are also other integrations as well, Kanaki. This is great. I actually sold a physical product on here, and it was before the physical product feature was completely built, and I still managed to do it, and it worked really well. I actually use speakerfulfillment.com, if any of you know them, to do it. But like I say, I put it together with ThriveCart, and it worked out really well. But we'll start off with a digital product. And first things first, you've got to give your product a name. So we will call this our webinar training, and you'll see you've got a checkout URL. You can also select an owner of the product, because you can add on JV managers. You can also add on VA assistants. If you get the client upgrade, which is like $99, I think you get a little more flexibility there. So you can see here we've got Pedro on support. We've got Matt Ford, our JV manager, Steve, which is just a general one that I use for virtual assistants as they come and go. I've not got any clients actually listed in here, but with the clients upgrade, you can have clients in here. So I'll just say that I own the product. Now, this is going to be ThriveCart webinar training. We can keep it in test mode for now. Right, pricing. This is where I'm going to give you some strategies as well. They sell in quite a few different currencies. I sell in US dollars. I know some of you will wonder, why don't I sell in GBP, British pounds? And that's, to be honest, because a lot of the stuff I do is with people who are used to buying internationally. But if you want to sell in your local currency, chances are it is in there. And I know some people will want to. Next, you decide you want a one-time fee, and you can set up a trial for that. So we could say 14-day trial. And That would be a free trial, by the way. If you want to set up a $1 trial, you go to, sorry, not split pay, subscription, and then today's price, $1, and then $7 every month, let's say. You can add in a 14-day trial, so it'll be $1 today, then in 14 days, $7 every month. You can set how often. Now, if you want to do a split pay option, where it's a number of payments, let's say John here is looking to sell a product that he either sells for a one-off fee, or at the end of his promotion, he offers a payment plan where you pay $50 a month for 4 months. And you can also limit the quantities as well. So we'll say, you know, we're going to just sell 10 copies of this. That's really rather easy to set up. You can also set other options as well. So if you're selling software and you want to do multiple licenses, this is how you do it. You can also set out stock options as well. This is great for scarcity. So you can have it with a countdown, you can have it redirect to a closed page, or just have a closed message. For those of you doing sales tax, and I know, oh, hi Reed, nice to have you on board. Kelly, Ewan, sorry, didn't see you guys just jump in. One of the great things that you can do is you can calculate sales tax automatically. So you choose the category, and you see we've got a fair amount here. Some of you will be wondering why there are sort of more e-com products on here, and that's because this is a great strategy. It's a little bit difficult to do, where basically you let something like WooCommerce run your general sales, but for your top selling products, you actually also enable a ThriveCart button, so somebody can go through what would be called a funnel cart versus a shopping basket type of cart. You'll get higher conversions. Of course, that wouldn't work for an e-commerce site as a whole, but it is a strategy that I have seen work with a few people. You've got to be committed to doing it, of course, but you can get really great results. So let's say we're selling a video training course, and it will say, I want to collect EU VAT. I don't collect sales tax in the local country. There are also other options as well. Obviously, I'm based in the UK, so I get the sales tax options for me. We've got our address there, save the sales tax settings, and that's all set up. We can also send our customers a customized invoice. So I go, thanks for joining the webinar. So just the fact that you can do all of that means that you can really give people pricing options. One of the things I found is having a pricing plan right at the end versus, or should I say a payment plan, versus asking people to pay it all at once. If you do it right at the end, you can get good results. Here's where things get really exciting, and I really want everybody to pay attention here. Who here has heard of a bump offer? Bump offers are something that I've worked with a lot, doing a lot of testing. I actually have a full product, info product, with all of my data on split testing for bump offers. Yeah, Eleanor, they're absolutely great. I do see in the ThriveCart group, if you go in there, the ThriveCart Facebook group, and I've seen it in the Pay Kickstart group as well, and I suspect in the ClickFunnels group, although I've not looked through, a lot of people try and do things with bump offers that you shouldn't. A bump offer isn't a one-time offer or a cross-sell. A bump offer is really good for selling just one thing. So if we've got a video training course, a great bump offer would be an audiobook version or Cliff Notes. That would do really well, or a transcript. What you don't want to have is a transcript with a piece of software and you know, a pack of graphics. It's not for an upsell. Yeah, sorry, John, they do work really incredibly well. Now, in terms of pricing, what I found is you can go up to sort of 20 to 25% of the price of your main product, and you'll still get the sale, okay? And it won't impact your conversion rate too much. If you try and add a little video in there, I've seen people try to, if you try and add too many images, I've seen some images work, I'm dubious on them. Definitely multiple images, multiple bullet points, bump offers stop working, and then they actually impact your front end rate. Remember, when somebody's decided that they believe in you and they believe in the products you're selling, they don't need to be convinced with a bump offer. They either know it's for them or it's not. So a great bump offer, and it could be a digital or a physical product, would be extra training on bump offers. Now, because ThriveCart's like $500 or $600, and I know that sounds like a lot, but as I'll explain, it'll pay for itself with one $10,000 product launch. And when you see all of the extra features, how you make more money, you actually end up in profit very quickly. So we'd want to charge between $50 to $100. I'll go with 50. And the reason you're going for that sort of 15 to 20, maybe 25% is a bump offer is always an impulse purchase. Now, your front end offer on your sales page might be an impulse purchase if it's really cheap. But if it's getting to 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300, $1,000, then people are considering, do I need this or not? And if they're going to buy your front end product, you don't need to convince them of the bump offer. It should simply be one thing. So we could say PDF transcripts of the webinar, and then give them a value statement. Why is it worth what you're paying? Normally $99, today just $50. And you know what? I can't spell today. I'm sorry about this, guys. And then you want maybe just one paragraph about why it's going to be useful for them. Get professional webinar notes with all the key features in. So I've just given kind of an okay reason why I should buy. Can everybody understand why having something like a video in here, having multiple bullet points, having images, or trying to sell more than one or two things might actually cause problems, because it's getting people to think, and when they start to think, they may also then decide, well, the bump offer is not for me, and then they question the front end offer, and you lower your front end conversions. Done right, your front end conversions remain the same as they would on another sales system, but you get the added benefit. Now, you'll find bump orders on things like Convertri, ClickFunnels, Pay Kickstart. I have extensively split tested Pay Kickstart's bump offers versus ThriveCart's, and as much as I love Pay Kickstart, ThriveCart bump offers definitely convert a lot better. I've not done extensive comparisons against ClickFunnels. I'd imagine that there's probably some parity there. I don't imagine there's a significant difference. Next, we go over to our payment processes, and this is something I love. Okay, this has been a big revenue booster, and this isn't one of the strategies I'm actually sharing with you. It's just a great extra one to have. Okay, so if I enable Stripe, and you can see we can have multiple accounts, by the way. So I have 3 different limited companies, basically like corporations, and I can assign each of the accounts so they go through a drop down in here. So if I click on PayPal, I can choose which business I want to sell this product. So if you've got more than one business, more than one legal entity, don't worry, you can still offer it. But the real winner for me has been Google Pay and Apple Pay, because all somebody has to do if they're on an Apple or a Google device with these payment options enabled is just do the authentication. So on an iPhone, for me, that would mean Face ID and a double tap on the side, and you get the sale through. That means no filling in a username and password like PayPal, no filling out credit card details. We know that about 50% of our traffic is on mobile. And so if somebody's got their cell phone or their tablet, you've instantly just locked in that sale. Does that make sense to everybody? Can everybody just let me know that they're clear on what I'm talking about on bump offers? So Eleanor, John, Jim, Mike, David, anybody who can just let me know that this is actually all making sense at this point. I'd really, really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Honestly, not for really high ticket stuff. So let's say under $100, being able to have Apple Pay, which will come up on a Safari browser, or Google Pay, which will come up on a Chrome browser. I am getting so many sales now, and you're even starting to get subscriptions through them. It's so easy for somebody to pay this way. A double tap with the side of their iPhone or a tap on their watch, and maybe a fingerprint scan. It's the easiest way to pay, and people trust these methods understandably more than typing out credit card details to somebody. I can understand that. So we set up our payment processors. Now, one tip that I'll give you here is that I found if you're doing trials, so a $1 trial, don't do free trials, you'll get terrible results. Do a $1 trial. That way, somebody's got payment details. If it's going to be for a large amount, okay, so we're talking hundreds of dollars, then sometimes it's worth split testing, turning off PayPal and just having Stripe. You'll lose a few more sales, but more people will go to Stripe, and I generally found it has better results. Okay, thanks, Harry. Thanks, Don. Thanks, Michael. Much appreciated. Next, the affiliate section, because ThriveCart now has a full affiliate section. So if you're thinking, I'm sticking all my products on JVZoo, or I'm sticking them all on ClickBank or Warrior Plus, there's no need to pull them off that. By all means, it's extra sources of traffic. But you can now get affiliates into ThriveCart. You can have affiliate commissions, instant, delayed, manual, which I'll show you all in a moment. You can also have second tier affiliate commissions. So I could say, hey, Don, I've got a great piece of software. I need more affiliates. I'll give you 10% of everything your affiliates sell if you can bring them in. And hey, presto, it's a great source of extra affiliates and traffic for you. And this is why I'm saying, you know, we've had these great affiliate platforms and we've had these great shopping cart platforms, and neither's been that good on what the other's doing. But with things like bump orders, Apple Pay, multiple pricing options, which you don't even get in JVZoo or Warrior Plus, where you can get a lot of affiliates. You basically have to hack the system a little bit to get multiple license options. You don't with ThriveCart. Fulfillment, basically, we want a support desk, so I will put in support at stevebenn.com. You can basically send them to URL, add them to a membership site, or display their invoice. You can also, even if you're not doing a physical product, you can always have a CD or a DVD shipped out by Kanaki. If any of you guys know Kanaki, they're a very hands-off company. There's no customer service. You give them a bunch of files, they print, or should I say press CDs and DVDs. So you can just include one on a physical or digital product, which I think is just a great addition. Now, in terms of the checkout, we've got 4 basic templates. I want to tell you which type of checkout works best for which market. The tool one-step checkout, okay, this is what people are used to with so many platforms. It works really, really well because people are familiar with it. So it works from low ticket to high ticket pricing, from impulse purchases to considered options. It's the default one to me, which you should start off with. But let's say you find your checkout's not performing too well. You have a high rate of what's known as cart abandon. Then you go to the 2-step checkout. This asks for people's email address first and then moves on to asking for their payment details. And this is great if you know that something about your shopping cart isn't working, you can't figure out what it is. This actually gets more people through so you can test. But here's the great thing. With ThriveCart, as soon as somebody enters their email address, it can save it to your cart abandon list. So if you've got Drip or Aweber or GetResponse or ActiveCampaign, you can send that email address over to a list that says, hey, we noticed you didn't complete your purchase, just like all of the big brands do. And we'll talk more about that later. The embeddable checkout, this is where you can stick it on the page. So this is, I found this is great for free plus shipping offers and low cost impulse purchases. So if you've seen any of Russell Brunson's books where you buy the book, you basically pay for shipping. This is the way you do it. It's an embeddable checkout. So if you've got a page builder, you simply stick in the piece of code that they give you and the checkout will go on the side. So you can have your video, checkout on the side, and it's really easy for people to fill in. They can see exactly what the price is, what the shipping is, and if there's any sales tax, and they're ready to go. So that's a great one. Now, the one I want to admit here I've not got a huge amount of experience with is the pop-out checkout. And this is similar to how Stripe on its own works, or digital product delivery. And I get the feeling it probably works best with things where people don't have a lot of questions. Because as you'll know, when you've got an offer that you're making to people, they'll have the obvious objections, which you try and answer in your sales material, and then they'll have the hidden objections. The things maybe that you're not aware of that people won't spell out to you. And the problem is with the pop-up checkout that people can see the sales page behind. So it's really easy to go, oh, I just want to check if they did cover that in the FAQ, and they click. So if you've got something where you know you've answered all of the potential problems, I think the pop-out checkout could work well for low-cost products. I haven't tested it a lot though, because I just feel like I can get quicker and easier results with the tool one-step, the 2-step, or the embeddable. I hope that makes sense to people. If I'd got more experience with it, I would spell it out for you. My main concern here is that you're going to get a lot of people who can see the sales page in the background and click back. Now, if that does happen to you, go get a free live chat type plugin. So you can go to drift.com. I'll just put that in the chat box. And you get a free sort of little widget you can install. And there are lots of others out there. I like Clever Messenger as well. And so you can just then talk to people before they get halfway through the sales process and abandon it, and find out exactly what's going on. But we'll go now for a sort of a tall one-step checkout. There is extensive new functionality coming, I think, in the next few months that will allow you to do a lot more with the sales page to really customize it. Sorry, the cart checkout page, should I say. But for right now, you've got some great options. Here's a great tip from a private group I'm in with Will Cry. He sells things like Connect. Well, Connect.io is the company. They sell a lot of different products such as Connect Retarget, Connect Audience. He says change the layout so that you have your main sales feeds fields on this side, and you have your testimonials and things on this side. So make sure that you put in bullet points. What are people getting? So you're getting the webinar notes. You are getting the full training videos. And let's say you're getting a Skype call as well. So put down, reiterate, in other words, cover again all of the sales points that you didn't, sort of all of the main sales points that you would want to show, all of the main things they're getting. A box shot or screenshot of your software is going to work well here, as is a video. Now, one of the things I've done is I've got a testimonial from Joey Zotto videos for Member Deliver, so we're putting that in the top corner. You can also put down testimonials here. Even ThriveCart do this, check it out on their page. Always have a guarantee seal. I'll be honest, I've gone through each of them. They all seem to work pretty well. I know that guarantee seals work. I'm not too fussy about which one because we do have things like 30-day money back guarantee, etc. Requested fields. Here's a top tip. Don't collect any field that you don't absolutely need. If you need somebody's address, but you're not shipping a physical product, ask it as soon as they've completed the purchase. Don't ask for it before. Now, if you're wanting to do things like comply with GDPR, and you can do region detection, by the way, with ThriveCart, you can add terms and conditions. And this is the place that you can do it. You can also collect EU VAT numbers. So what that means is people who are registered like myself don't have to pay the VAT. It means that those of you who've seen a big drop in EU sales will get some of that back, because a lot of businesses, if you have business customers, can opt out of paying the VAT. Well, maybe I should rephrase that. They still pay the VAT, but in a different way. But it makes the whole price perception lower. So don't go and collect customer telephone numbers, things like that. I had a friend move over from Samcart. He was doing incredibly well. He came to ThriveCart. His results bombed, so he had a look. And he'd added all of these fields because he thought, oh, wow, everybody tells me I want more information about my customers. Let's collect it here. And it killed conversions. Make it as simple as possible, to the point of making your life difficult. Ask for the other information straight after the sale. So we'll click sale, save there. You can also add a custom checkbox if somebody wants to be added for marketing. So let's say you're selling a training product and you want to also send them affiliate offers. Here's where you put that checkbox so you're compliant with GDPR and also I think now California regulations. Then you can edit your buy button. Now for those of you who are like, Steve, it's great that the better cart template builder is coming along soon, but what about now? Well, you can add in what's called custom CSS, and you can actually get guys on Fiverr to just actually write CSS code that you can drop into ThriveCart to make the sales button look a little bit more what you'd like. But I'll be honest, I've tried it and I actually stick with the default cart stuff because it converts really, really well. So I'll just change the background color. You can also change the language, and now with ThriveCart you can add in your own custom translation. So if you want Swedish in there, you can go and turn everything to Swedish yourself. So is everybody with me so far? Everything looking good? I know we've not got to the really exciting stuff yet. I'm just going through the basics. The success page, you can have a custom success page when you create a funnel, or you can just use the quick page builders here. When I'm doing OTOs, because I'm testing out ideas, I will just use the built-in ThriveCart page builder before creating a custom one in Convertri or Lead Pages. Next up, you can add tracking codes. This is really cool. So you can add in your pixels here for things like Google, for Facebook, for Perfect Audience, for AdRoll, and you can say, hey, so somebody starts the checkout, show a pixel, somebody completes the checkout, start a pixel. So the people who purchase, turn those into a lookalike audience on Facebook. The people who start the cart but aren't in the purchase list, set up automatic advertising to them so that you can get them back to the page. This instantly will boost your revenue. So now we can add behaviors. Behaviors are so cool. These are basically automations you can run. So what we can say is when the main product is purchased, send a welcome email. If you have a sequence of emails known as an onboarding sequence, it's going to reduce your refund rate. But I'm not including that in the whole double your money thing. If the cart is abandoned, okay, now that's going to be around 70% of people who start your cart will not complete. Now, what I found is about 48% of the people who abandon you can recover for reasons that are reasonable, such as you could add payment options. Some people are just forgetful, they got distracted. There was a delivery guy at the door, the phone rang, they had to go for dinner, they were late for a meeting. Basically, you have automated campaigns running, and I do this in Aweber and Drip that go out and say, hey, you didn't complete your purchase. Email one should simply remind them of, hey, here's what you're going to buy, here is what it was going to do for you, here is why you need to act now. So if you've got a coupon or something, put it in there. Email two, you can then say, okay, after 4 or 5 days they've not purchased, send them a cost reduced version. So this is a campaign email sequence. 7 days out, they're probably not going to buy. Send them a survey, find out why they've not bought. At the end of the survey, include another coupon or a cost reduced version of your product that's not publicly available, and you'll actually be surprised you'll get some sales that way. And what this is going to do, this is going to add 30 to 40% to your entire revenue, because it's going to get more people through the front doors. Now, in my bonus pack that I have for you, I'll show you how to structure this, how to actually create the emails. You get a copy of my emails as well. And right now, for everybody listening on this call, Matt Ford, who is currently speaking, or should I say this weekend, he's speaking at GrooveCon, Mike Fulsame's event. He's going to actually write you a custom sequence for your business. Okay, but that is basically something I'm just saying now. You're not going to see it in the success pack, but it is there. But I just want to keep it a little bit on the down low because I don't want it to affect his speaking gig. So what we can then do is I can add something to a list. I can say want ThriveCart, and you can add tags as well. So if your autoresponder supports tags, you can actually put in here, I would do Thrive abandon. And then I can start that running. Now, here's what I said about you can run different sequences in different locations, which is really, really cool. With this sort of geolocation stuff, you can customize your offer. So you can say, hey, I can see you're based in France. Okay, we've got a special version for French people, which has a different payment option, because you know that they actually have got maybe a different form of sales tax or something else, and you can actually get to target people who you're losing. So cart is abandoned, payment is declined. So you can say, hey, we've reserved your purchase for you. When you see your card was declined, we're going to keep it for 48 hours for you at the price you said. You just need to come back with a different payment option. Again, this is going to contribute to that 30 to 40%. Now, with subscriptions, you can say, hey, your subscription's failed. A payment's upcoming, a payment's due or overdue. So you'll be surprised how many subscription payments I recover and payment plan payments I recover, because somebody's just forgotten their card's expired, or they need to change the card because it's maxed out or something like that. It really works so well. Now, this is called dunning here. So we've got cart abandon, which will get you 30 to 40% back. Dunning, this is going to be on payment plans and subscriptions. I would say 15 to 20% is probably the range I'm in at the moment. What I'm doing is I've not written my own custom sequence for dunning yet. I have for cart abandon. With dunning, you can actually just use the default ThriveCart sequence in the settings menu, and that's what I've got activated at the moment. So hopefully everybody can see the power of cart abandon and the power of dunning to actually get you those sales back, as well as also putting people onto sequences where you can say, hey, you know what, this person bought the front end offer, they didn't buy the bump offer, so you can then say, hey, do you want to still pick up the bump offer? You'd be surprised how many extra sales you get. And that's the secret of a lot of big affiliates. They send people back for the upsells. Now, something like JVZoo doesn't support bump offers. Something like JVZoo has their own very basic cart abandon sequence that you cannot control, and that they get 50% of the commissions because it's classed as a sale through them. And I'm not knocking them for it. A lot of the more basic platforms do it, but they're also charging you a percentage each month to sell. So I'll just close that because I don't actually want that running through my autoresponder. I will just save this product here. And then what we'll do is, you can also create coupons as well, and you can actually install the coupon. So you can use coupons to track affiliates in ThriveCart. So it's got all the usual cookie and IP tracking, but if you really want to be sure, you know, we could have Eleanor's discount, and that discount code would automatically lock in her commission. So it really reassures affiliates. What you can do as well is you can create a sales funnel. So and go enable a sales funnel here, and you can add extra tracking. You can set your sales to be one click. And remember, with something like JVC or a lot of other systems, when people are going through and buying, they have to re-enter their PayPal details or re-enter their credit card details. Now, there is another platform out there. I'm not going to name it. It's a really good platform. I do like it, but I split tested it against ThriveCart, and they're using a different way to do the one-click upsells. And the problem is that you actually have to give authorization to PayPal to do it. So it's like, it kind of reduces it, because you've got to go, hey, yeah, I authorize this company to do one-click upsells. This is via the method they do it. And then the person's got to go back and click. And the ThriveCart way of doing it, they've got a custom integration, they say, with PayPal, which they actually developed with PayPal. And what it means is somebody just clicks one click and it's through. But if you're getting high refunds, you can always drop it back, so there's the confirmation step. With the other system, you still get better results than a system where you have to re-enter payment details. But as you can imagine, started off with leave as one click, okay? Unless you're really bothered about affiliate stats. Then you can start adding your upsells and downsells. So I'll go right. So we've got product mailing there. You can also have products replace products. So let's say that Mike's selling a training product on how to present on stage. And then the first upsell is actually that Mike will do it live with you. He'll call you up, or he'll come to your office and do it. That's really cool. But people are thinking, well, I kind of already paid out for the first thing and I don't need it now. Well, sometimes with an upsell or cross-sell, it is an addition on, isn't it? You're getting more of something. But sometimes an upsell or a downsell can be a replacement. Mike knows that not everybody is going to buy a one-on-one consultation with him. So what does he do? He offers a training program. But the people who buy the training program, they can upsell to the consultation. And Mike can either have it so the consultation is on top, or as might make more sense in this case, it replaces the previous sale. So it actually just replaces out. So if you've got all of your products set up to be delivered, it's going to always deliver the right one. Next, you provide the URLs to your purchase, or with a membership site. We're currently trying to get Create, Deliver, and Member Deliver actually directly in here. We have a custom integration at the moment, which is a little bit harder to use. And you can also add the tracking. So you've got the Facebook ads and things like that that you can run in terms of retargeting. So we'll just save the sales funnel. And you can, like I say, you can add tracking IDs, you can customize it, you can add affiliates, custom pages for affiliates. Also using the coupon codes, it can reassure them, although it does do all the cookie tracking. We've got transactions here, which because of time and also for privacy, I will miss out. I'll take you to the subscription section. So let's say week to date, let's see if I've got any sales here. No. Last week, oh, you'd think there'd be something here. Right, is it last month then? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we've got people basically coming here, like I say, guys, don't sort of screenshot this, but you can see you've got new signups, active, you can see who's overdue, etc., etc. Next, affiliates. This is really, really cool. This is where you can set up affiliates. As you imagine, you can create an affiliate page. So you've basically got a default affiliate sign up page. You don't actually have to go and create one. So this is great for getting started quickly. It's really, really cool. Yeah, Mike, the replacement stuff is so, so cool, because it means you can actually have upsells that otherwise wouldn't work, because people go, oh, I kind of don't want that now because I've paid out for this. So, you know, I've got the manual software and now I'm getting the updated sort of automated version. You know, in a lot of cases, upsells are their own thing, even though they extend the main product. But having that ability to set it as a replacement, I think is very, very cool. So in terms of payments, you can say, and these, by the way, aren't actually overdue, guys. Poor guy lost his PayPal account there. So you've got the affiliates in here. You can import an affiliate list. In terms of product options, you can create new products in here. You can assign who they go to. You can add your promo materials in there. All sort of very cool. You can also set up automation rules as well. So when somebody signs up to promote product, you can say, hey, here's the link to our JV document or JV page. Hey, you've made a sale. Sorry, you've got a refund. So you can actually send all of this information over to your autoresponder system. It's incredibly, incredibly powerful. I really like it. Now, one of the great things you can do with affiliates is you can also have second tier commissions. So you can have instant, manual, delayed, all of that. But also you can have second tier. So like I said earlier, I could have John or Mike or Michael, or Harry. I could basically have them go out and recruit other affiliates, and they'll get like a 10% cut. Do you think that gets you more affiliates? Yeah, of course it does. And I know what some of you are saying, but if I give away 10% there, it's cutting in. But seeing as you're giving away 5% to Warrior Plus or JVZ, or you're paying monthly fees to Zaxa, well, guess what? That partly covers it for you. You can also have JV partners as well. So I've got Matt Ford on here for Create Deliver, and I actually can set up a contract for him. So if you've created a product in concert, in cooperation with somebody else, you can have all of the money split automatically, no arguments, no problems. And guess what? You can set up the rules. So you can actually say, hey, guess what, Matt? You just got another sale, great. And you can have the payments go out automatically if you want. So hopefully you can see the advantage of you're saving the commissions, you're saving the monthly fees. You've got the one-click upsells, which will make sure, I think you'll sell 16, 17% more on your upsells. The bump offers are going to add sort of 10 to 15% more. The cart abandon is going to get you 48 up to 48% back of the 70% who abandon. But let's be reasonable, let's say sort of 20 to 30%. Remember, all of those multiply together. Okay, it's not like we're just adding them together. I've got the maths in the presentation. It's a little too complex for me to do here. But basically, this is how powerful ThriveCart is. I'll just finish off by just showing you a quick physical product integration. So we're going to go into the product section, going to create a new front-end product. We'll go for a physical product. Okay, so we get to set everything here. I'll set me as the owner again. Like I say, you can assign it to clients if you buy the client upgrade as well, which is very cool. And we'll call this My Book. And this is what customers will see, My Book. Pricing, we're going to do a free plus shipping option. So we're going to say $7. Not going to limit the quantity, although perhaps you should for a physical product. Calculate sales tax automatically. So we're going to go down and say, well, this is a physical product. We're going to class it as a book. Yeah, we're going to say it's a book. Collect EU VAT, got my address in there. We'll have an invoice sent out already. You know what, we'll leave the bump now just for the sake of speed. Processors, we'll go for Stripe, PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay. So remember again, guys, because you've got Apple Pay and Google Pay, you're going to make more money again because of that. Don, if you got it this weekend, if you directly contact the team and just let them know that I said for you to contact them to get the client upgrade, they'll sort that out for you. It'll be $99. That allows you to have a custom domain. One thing I should mention is you also get a customer portal. Guess what this customer portal allows you to do? You can make it so they can see it or not. You can pause people's subscriptions. So with payment plans and subscriptions, how many people have you lost because they just went in and straight up cancelled because they couldn't make the payment that month, or they're on holiday and they wouldn't be in your membership site? I've had a lot of people cancel. Well, now with ThriveCart, people can pause. So when somebody buys a course of mine through Create, Deliver, or Member Deliver, and they're making monthly payments, and you know what, they've got to go away. Rather than losing those future payments, they can just pause. If you enable the customer control panel as well, they can also cancel directly as well. So they don't have to struggle going through PayPal. Of course, it's up to you whether you make that available or not. So let's just quickly go through this now. Shipping options. So I'll call this shipping. It probably should be a little better. So we'll say manual shipping because I've not enabled all of the integrations here. So you can set different ones for, let's say, US, Australia, or you can do conditional ones where you say anywhere except here. So you can charge different prices. So let's say in Britain, I want to charge $3 in the US because that's where my fulfillment center is. It's going to be free shipping. So we'll just go there. This shipping, we can set sort of quantity discounts and things like that. We can increase the shipping cost if it's a bump order that's physical, and we'll call this GB shipping. And this is one of the problems I had before with another sales system. I couldn't set custom delivery costs, and a couple of people ordered from Australia, and we ended up paying that much in shipping. We actually made a loss sending them out the product, but there was no way I was going to say to them, well, no, we're not sending it to you. You know, it wasn't their problem, it was ours. But now we've got these shipping options, we can sort that out. After purchase, obviously that's where you put support at steveben.com. We'll just stick with a very standard sales page here, but in terms of customizing, edit requested fields, well, you know what, it's a physical product, so we have to collect their address, don't we? But what ThriveCart will do, if you want, is it will get an abbreviated address rather than asking for the full address. Guess what I found? More people complete it. So next, we'll leave those and we will go back. Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I've missed out something here. I think it's actually I've broken the Lulu integration, but basically it will deliver through a number of different services. So that's how you set up a physical product that will be delivered. So I've shown you pretty much everything. Before we go back to the presentation, does anybody have any questions? Because once I go back into that presentation mode, it gets much harder to see what's going on. Oh, you're more than welcome, Mike. That's nice to know. Okay, Harry, that sounds good. Let me just flip between my screens so I can find the rest of the presentation. Okay, so we've done the tour, guys. So I just want to discuss now the basic sort of flow chart. Yeah, Eleanor, you can sell affiliate products if you mean other people's affiliate products, and you can list your own products as affiliate products. So you can have a JV manager in there if you want, somebody to help you promote and give them an automatic cut. You can also have affiliates get instant or delayed commission, and you can set second tier, which means that, Eleanor, if Michael's wanting to actually sell your product, but he's also got some friends who do, you can get him to recruit his friends and give him, like, say, a 5 or 10% cut, which is really just the fees that you'd be paying another service and you're not paying ThriveCart. The big reason I'm doing this right now is that Josh Bartlett did post, I think on Tuesday, that they're moving to monthly and annual next week. And there'll be a cheaper version, which is feature reduced, but it doesn't have all of the cool stuff here. So why do you want to pay monthly for what you can get right now for a one-off fee with no monthly fees or percentages, or end up paying for a cost reduced version monthly? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I understand it's where they need to move business wise. So let's just have a look at the numbers. Let's say 100% of your sales is 1,000 in front end revenue, and you're getting 1,000 from OTO1. Now I'll explain about the OTO1 in a moment. That's one-time offer, by the way. The bump offer, you can charge 20 to 25% of the front end offer price. So what does that mean? Not everybody's going to buy, but as long as you follow the rules that I've shown you for setting out a bump offer, you're not going to lower your conversions, because that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to lower your front end conversions, which is what I see so many people posting about in all of these groups like ClickFunnels, Convertri, ThriveCart. And it's just worrying, they're misunderstanding. It's an impulse purchase that gives somebody one thing. Whatever that one thing is up to you. You're going to get between 10 and 15% extra revenue here. That means you've gone from $1,000 to $1,150. One-click upsells, you're going to, according to what I read on WooCommerce, my own experience is probably in the high 30s, not been to 40. One-click upsells with the confirmation box turned off, which you can't do in another very popular monthly system that you pay monthly for. You can't turn off the confirmations. You can in ThriveCart. So it's literally, yeah, add to cart, it's done. You're going to get a boost from that, which is going to take you from $1,000 to $1,300 there. So if you add those two up, so your OTO increase on that, you're going from $2,000 to $2,415 just by enabling those two things. The magical step is enabling cart abandon. Now, around 70% of all checkouts are abandoned, so people start it, they don't complete. So when you see your JVZoo stats or your ClickBank stats or your Zaxa stats, you may not be aware that a lot of people are abandoning your cart. Well, firstly, you add a pixel, and that way you have an audience for people who buy and an audience for people who start the shopping cart. And you should also really create an audience for people who visit the sales page. By subtracting between them, you can figure out who started to buy and didn't complete. You can run retargeting adverts. and they are by far the most profitable type of Facebook advertising. Next, you capture the email, and as soon as they enter the email, not even before they click a button, as soon as they complete an email address in ThriveCart, it can be sent to your autoresponder. You can turn on certain things, so based on the region, it will do different things. So for GDPR regions, it will do different to, let's say, Canada or the US or Australia. So you can always comply with regulations. And then what you do is you set up a campaign sequence. Within my success pack, I share those, how to do all this, the kind of sequence. That sequence is going to get more people to buy. And I believe, looking at my own stats, that about 48% of all cart abandons are for reasonable reasons, rather than somebody just time wasting or just saying, I can't really afford it yet, and you're not going to get them over. 48% are theoretically recoverable. In other words, we're not going to get them all. I like to be realistic. I'm not going to say you're going to get back all of the 48%. You won't. But you can recover a good amount. I think you can recover about 30% of those cart abandons. So $1,000 in front-end sales, you're losing around $700 to cart abandons. So you could have $1,700. And I'm talking about what's realistically recoverable here, not the total amount of cart abandons. So you're getting back $210 of that, with a reasonable cart abandon recovery campaign. Now, put that across our whole funnel, $2,415 plus 1,000 plus the cart abandon sales. That's an extra $507. So you're now at $2,922. So you've pretty much already doubled your front-end revenue of $1,000. Now, just to go back to OTOs, a lot of people will say you should charge maybe a quarter to a half of the front-end price. I found in a lot of markets that you can actually charge the same price as the front end or even more and actually get really good conversions. If you're getting conversions of over 20% on your upsells, OTOs, cross-sells, whatever, you're probably not charging as much as you could do, and it might be worth experimenting. But then you've got to add in all the extra revenue from Google Pay and Apple Pay. I just explained to you how easy it is to pay with Google Pay or Apple Pay. No entering email addresses, no entering credit card details, no logging into PayPal. Next, and this is really cool, you can actually set ThriveCart to auto-complete the email field. Okay, now I'll be explaining this in my success pack. It's a feature, it's a little bit tricky to do, but if you're sending somebody from your email system, so you know their email address, you can drop it straight in. So that basically means if you've got Google Pay or Apple Pay enabled, and they're on an Apple device or an Android device, and they've got the Pay enabled, email address is filled in, all they have to do is click buy, double click on their iPhone, and they bought. It really is that easy. It's ridiculously easy. Then add in Dunning that's going to say, hey, guess what? Your credit card was rejected, or your credit card's expired, or some sort of other reason, which could be that they've maxed it out. Could you update it? Then you've got people who are doing split pays and subscriptions, but it's like, you know what, Harry, I'm going to the Bahamas for a month. I'm not going to need your high ticket membership. Until now, they would either grudgingly accept it or cancel. And maybe they'd say they'd re-sign up, but we know how many people end up actually doing that. All you do is you pause the subscription. Let's say you've got a lot of customers and they're worried about their subscription or payment plans. You enable the customer-facing customer portal where they can control their own subscription. Or like say you can keep it manual in-house, which is what we do. So here's what you need to know. JVZ, Warrior Plus type systems, you're paying 4 to 5% fees. Pay Kickstart, you're paying $99 a month. For the decent Infusion soft package, not top end one, you're paying $4.99 a month. Admittedly, that includes other things, but if you're wanting to use it as your cart, then you're paying that. So in safe fees alone, ThriveCart basically pays for itself after 1 month of Infusionsoft, pretty much, 4 or 5 months of Pay Kickstart, or one $10,000 launch from JVZ. Okay, it's ridiculously low. These are very achievable numbers. You take this over a year, take it over 2 years. You sell basically one sort of product launch, one offer, and you'll have recouped it. Because remember, you're not just saving the fees. You'll recoup that just doing what I'm saying here. But then remember that you're probably going to double, if not more, your revenue with all of the extra options. So if you're wondering why I was so upset at the start, it's because I've done over $1 million just in launches, not including all the other stuff. And basically, I've paid out all of that money in fees, and I've not had all of these extra revenue options. So like I say, you have the things like the bump orders, the Google Pay, Apple Pay options, the automations, so you can run onboarding sequences that will make people feel an awful lot better about buying your product. You can even email them when they refund automatically with maybe a gift. So what I do is I send out coupons. 30% more cash from cart abandon recovery, the one-click upsells without the confirmation, the JV and affiliate center to get you more traffic. You can see why I love ThriveCart. It's not hard to basically make ThriveCart pay for itself just by not paying the fees. But then you look at all the extra cash you're getting in, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, top tip, if you've not got your own product, you can go get white label products. Okay, run them at 100% commissions or 95% commissions, so you're not losing any money, and open it up to affiliates. And this will be a very easy way to build a list and then build revenue later on. So what you're getting is you're getting that fast action bonus I spoke about, which is the emails done by Matt Ford, who's done some of the biggest e-com sites in the world. You're getting a full mailing off me for a product as long as it's suitable and fits my list. Because if it's not, I don't want to upset people with things that isn't sort of exactly relevant for them. You're also getting my product creation masterclass, which is starting soon. You're getting 1 year's membership to my new membership site, marketing.red. You're getting a bunch of other training as well, such as my complete inside ThriveCart training, how to set up cart abandon for best results, me taking you through my Aweber account, the secret of bump sales, retargeting, and a lot more. Now, what I'm going to do is, because I know some of you have got ThriveCart, if it's okay with you, you have to let me know. I will email you basically just for the success pack on its own, just an offer for that. So, like I said, I've been in full screen. So if you've been asking questions, I'm sorry about that. I'll come to that in a second. Josh Barton, like I say, did post in the ThriveCart group on Tuesday that the lifetime offer is ending next week. It's going to be replaced by a monthly annual option, which means basically the current version you have now with lifetime is going to be called the Pro version. You'll get all of the same upgrades if you're on the lifetime version. Then they're going to have a feature reduced version for people who don't want to be paying as much monthly, which won't have things like bump orders, the cart abandon automation. To me, there's little reason to wait and get sandwiched into either of those. Although if I was forced to, I'd definitely pick the Pro version. So, do you want to pay percentage fees or monthly fees? I prefer not to. Do you want to miss out on cart abandon recovery, one-click upsells without confirmation, or confirmation if you want it, bump orders, Apple Pay, Google Pay? I didn't really get a chance to show you much of the funnel page builder. Don't think it's sort of any sort of level like Convertri or ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or Instapage. It'll put together pages which will convert for you. They've got a much better builder sort of coming for the actual cart page, but the upgrade selling pages, I don't know if it will change. I think it's a great way to test things. You'll get decent results, and then you can know whether you need to go out and get a designer or sit down with Lead Pages or WordPress and build a page. You get the advanced automation and segmentation, the dunning, subscription pausing, customer portal, etc. There are over 7,000 other people in there. So before I flip over and answer some more questions, if you want to go to content.stevebenn.com/ThriveCart, you can see the full success pack, and you can log out and get ThriveCart basically. So with that said, I'll just exit out of full screen. I shall then copy and paste this, put it into the box, and then for the last 5 or 10 minutes, I'll just take you through your questions. And like I say, if you can let me know if you want me to contact you about the success pack separately, and I'll do that tomorrow. So let's just go back to, where is it? Yeah, so basically this is just what you're getting. So like I say, you've got the abandonment strategies, the emails, the bump order secrets, product creation workshop, which will be starting soon, marketing.red membership for a year, which is a new membership site I'm launching in the next few weeks, an hour Skype call. Like I say, the people who see this page won't be aware. You're getting the sequence written by Matt, the abandonment sequence written by Matt. You're also getting a full mail from me if your product fits. Okay, I can't offer it. Let's say if you've got a weight loss product or something like that, it's just not going to be a good fit. I hope people understand. Great, yeah, Harry, I'll get that. Yep, Don, of course, yeah, Mike. Thanks for doing that, much appreciate that. Oh yeah, Mike's got a great point actually. Coupons can also be set to expire via a date or number of usages. Yeah, ThriveCart, you can set it up to deliver free products. And then actually having another offer on the delivery page. This is actually a great way to do webinar signups, by the way, John. So what you do is you essentially make people register for a webinar which has a charge, but you give them a coupon. There is also a way with ThriveCart as well as having automatically complete the email field if you've got the email address. You can also have it auto-complete the actual coupon section. So the coupon code's already in there, and you can do this via the URL or via the page. So what that means is that you don't have that problem about people forgetting to use the coupon code anymore, which I find really, yeah, so Eleanor, with Convertri, all you do is you either, if you've got the shopping cart, which is a separate page, which is the one I generally prefer, you just put the link on the button. But with the embed, yeah, you can go straight into Convertri, and you can just drop in the embeddable or the pop-up cart, and it will work just fine. And I did this for my minimum viable funnel physical product. So like I say, for free plus shipping options, for lower cost products, having an on-screen cart that's actually part of your sales page works really, really well. Yeah, okay, so Alexander, is it okay if I email you tomorrow? I didn't expect the interest in actually getting it. So like I say, if it's okay, I'll just drop you an email tomorrow. And I'm only saying that because it's getting a little late in the UK, and we generally like to close the office up by 6, and everybody wants to head home. So if, yeah, like I say, if that's okay. But like I say, I'll have, it's not going to be some sort of ridiculous price on that or anything. If you've got ThriveCart, I'm more interested in you being part of the community and you getting the most out of it. But it will make a massive, massive difference to you, I promise you. So like I say, it is content.stevebenn.com/ThriveCart. I will, if the recording works, I will make this available. And I don't know how quickly GoToWebinar will get this done. Assuming it works, like I say, I find maybe 3 out of 4 times it works. And it crashes. Alexander, if you've already got ThriveCart, like I say, I will be in touch about the success pack, because I know quite a number of people are wanting to get started with it. It's honestly, guys, it's a fantastic system. If I just move over to the group here, and probably there are a number of messages from people, so just ignore those. So this is basically the ThriveCart group. Is ThriveCart changing? If I just go down, I think it's here. Yeah, so gosh, I've got a little bit lost here, but basically there's a post in here, I think it was Tuesday, basically saying that they're finally moving away. There have been a couple of false starts in the past, but if you check out my bonus page, click through, you'll be taken through to the sales page. You'll see that it's changed an awful lot, and they are basically getting ready to actually move to this new license next week. So the whole style of the page has changed. There's the timer coming on next week. Essentially, it's a really busy community. You'll find me in there, a lot of other people. If you've got Convertri, you'll find in the Convertri group, I think today or yesterday, it was actually recommended by Andy Fletcher, the creator of Convertri, because Convertri's got its own built-in checkout, like Lead Pages has, like ClickFunnels has. It's just, it can do so much more. If you're happy with the one in your page builder, great. But if you want to make, like say, that extra revenue, I think it's really, really going to make a big difference to you. We basically started just over an hour ago, Ryan, so we're just actually literally wrapping up now. Hopefully the recording's worked and we can get that out. Yeah, thanks, Jack. I'll definitely get that over to you. Like I say, we will be wrapping up in a moment, guys. So any last questions? So here's basically where Josh is just talking about. This was posted on Tuesday. They're changing the price. It's changing next week. It's going to go up. I actually got ThriveCart after the first price rise, so I think I paid $4.99. It was $2.99 originally. So you've got one guy to check out, by the way, guys. Once you get inside ThriveCart, you're in the group. Check out Kevin Nations. Kevin Nations has done over $1 million in less than a year on ThriveCart. Okay, I mean, he's a very successful guy, so I'm not saying anybody can do it, but it's yeah, just really, really astounding just how he's just hit the ground running with it. He knows what he's doing, but it's very, very possible to do really big numbers. And like I say, you're not paying any fees, which is great. So for those of you who just want the success pack, what I'll do is I'll just put a quick ThriveCart page together for it. Like I say, it's not free. It is actually something for people buying ThriveCart, but I know that a lot of people are interested. Yeah, we do have a link. So you can see everything about the success pack at content.stevebenn.com/ThriveCart. There is also a sequence written by Matt Ford for your cart abandonment. Matt Ford's done sequences for people like Mike Fulsame. He's speaking at GrooveCon this weekend. He's done sequences for Joshua Zamora, Jimmy Kim of Sandlane. He's done a lot of really sort of great stuff in terms of cart abandon retargeting. Yeah, as Mike said, ThriveCart is, you know, you do sales, then it's a no-brainer purchase. The people who would not recommend this to you, if you do not want to do a hybrid e-com cart, and e-com's all you do, or you're an affiliate marketer, or you just do Facebook ads, and that's all you do, then ThriveCart isn't for you. Anybody else, honestly, I really think ThriveCart is for you. As I said, I'm an affiliate, full disclosure, but as much as anything, I want you in the community, and that's why I've made those success pack changes for people who have already got ThriveCart, because I really want you involved. It's fantastic. It's our favorite shopping cart for both Create Deliver and Member Deliver. You'll see, like say, Andy Fletcher recommending it in the Convertry group, just because if you want to move past the free systems which charge you a percentage, or you're finding that the other monthly systems aren't working, I'll just end by saying this, and I don't want to upset anybody here. I did a lot of extensive testing of this system versus another system. And on bump orders, one-click upsells, general cart, ThriveCart did an awful lot better. Now, I really like the other platform as well, so I'm not going to sort of name, and I'm not going to make those numbers public, but there was a significant difference. We're talking actually somewhere sort of about 23% difference in the bump orders. And I just think that's because the bump orders are much better laid out. Yeah, so in terms of those of you expecting or waiting on emails about the success pack, also about the replay, we are closing up now. Like I say, we like to close the office around 6, and then everybody heads home. And to be honest, it'll be probably a few hours usually with GoToWebinar before it's done the auto conversion. Then I'll have to get it uploaded. So I would expect to see those emails tomorrow. If you don't give me permission to email you, I'm not going to bug you about it, because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want to do a hard sell on ThriveCart. I want people to get in there who are going to use it and benefit from it. I want to see the community grow, and that actually requires a lot of people getting in when they go to the whole annual monthly thing next week. Yeah, so the pricing model will change as confirmed before in the group. This will happen next week. They need that so they can take on more development staff. I understand that. You know, I want them to have a really great sort of growing subscription business out of this. They deserve to. The pilot scheme has run for way too long, in my opinion. I absolutely love ThriveCart. It's made such a difference to me. And you know, you might think Steve's bringing in $1,000 to $2,000 a month. That's not that massive. I agree. I took a long time to really start getting the most out of it. I've still not scraped the surface. There's still a whole lot of stuff I'm forgetting and not implementing. So yeah, thanks, Alexander. Already got it. Yeah, John, I will get it over. Like I say, the emails will go out tomorrow. I mean, if I get a chance to get the replay one out tonight, I will. I don't think I will. I'll just need to put together a ThriveCart page for the success pack on its own. So if you are interested in just getting the success pack on its own, please do drop your email in here if you've already got ThriveCart. You know, you're probably talking about, well, quite a lot of hours of training. And also I'll include the stuff with Matt Ford doing the abandonment sequence for you. But please do be aware that he is speaking at GrooveCon this weekend. So we'll probably have to have a queue about who's he does in what orders. Thanks, Mike. Really appreciate that. Thanks. So yeah, with that said, guys, I'll wrap it up unless there are any last minute sort of questions. Don, yeah, got that, great. Harry, great. Sarah, fantastic. Okay. Rashmal, thank you. Mo, okay, got you on board. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually. I'm not the creator of ThriveCart. Josh Bartlett is. So it really is. It really is his baby. I don't have any control over what happens with it. So it's not like there are any sort of limited units or anything. It's just next week, as Josh has said here, it's moving. If you check out the sales page by clicking the buy button on my bonus page, you'll see it's completely changed. It works with a lot of other systems. It works with Zapier, which is really, really useful. So you can connect it to a lot of other things. If you have Member Deliver or Create Deliver, please do check out the help section. We'll be updating it next week as well with how you can integrate it in. Running a membership system, I should say a course, through Create Deliver or Member Deliver with ThriveCart, it's just absolutely fantastic. I'm sorry I didn't get to fully show you the Lulu integration. But yeah, it does other physical integrations as well. It's great for doing automated free plus shipping, or as I've done, mid-ticket book offers, physical product offers. So if anybody else has got any more questions, now's the time to get them in. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for attending. I hope everybody got value out of this. I hope you can all see whether you've got ThriveCart or not. Great ways to increase your revenue. And like I say, when you get the success pack, you'll see an awful lot more strategies. You'll see more in depth. Like I say, I'll take you into my Aweber account so you can see my cart abandon sequences, see how it works, see how we're actually recovering a lot more sales than the vast majority of people. So I think, like I say, I've gone on long enough. Any more questions, just let me know now. Otherwise, I'll give it a few minutes and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so I'd like to give out particular shout outs, big thanks for your help, your comments, your feedback, letting me know which way to take various slides, what to explain more of, to Harry, Don, Mike, John, Alexander, Ryan, thanks for popping on last minute, Eleanor, Chris, Michael, Simon, I think that's it. Oh, sorry, David as well. David Bay, thanks. John Jensen, I think. Sorry, Jack Johnson and John Denson, if I've not mentioned those. Victoria Ling, thanks very much. Yeah, so thanks, like I say, for positive attitude, great feedback, letting me know what to explain more. You're more than welcome, Mike, Harry, great. Yeah, of course, I will just do that super quick now, okay? So let me find which page is ThriveCart. Always got too many tabs on, wrong one. Okay, so let's say we want to create a product really quick to sell. Go to the product section, create new product. We'll go for a digital product. I assume that's kind of what you're going for, John. Okay, and we'll call this my ThriveCart training program. And you know, you can have different names, customer facing, but I'll set the owner as me because you can have your assistants or your clients, which I have none in here, as the owner. Pricing, you want to set up a product price, one-time subscription split pay or pay your own price. We'll go for a one-time price of $37, no trial period. We could limit the quantity, but no, we'll leave that as there. Allow one purchase at a time or multiple purchases. So if you're selling, let's say, I don't know, let's say a copy review, you can actually allow people to buy more than one and offer a discount. You can actually add multiple licenses if you want. Now, let's say we want to add sales tax, just drop that on there, choose the right thing. So we'll say video training course, and it will say, you know, and then, but you don't have to do the tax thing, by the way. Obviously, that depends on location, etc. Bump offer, we will say another digital product. We'll say this is extra training and $37. So we probably don't want to go above $8. I didn't need to put the currency symbol in there. Learn more, just $8. By the way, bump offers are great if you're selling a free product. So you sell your main product, let's say webinar attendance, $30, have a coupon that brings it down to $0, but have the bump offer be transcripts of the webinar or a quick guide. I mean, I could have done it for this, but it didn't feel quite right. Discover more secrets. And so there we go. Sales processes, let's get that Apple Pay up there. So we've got to enable Stripe. And Apple Pay, Google Pay. Like I say, you can have different businesses, different accounts all within one. We're not going to bother with affiliates because I think, there we go. Not going to let, so support, Steve. I really should put the support desk in there because you'd be surprised how many support tickets get lost. So by the way, guys, if you're trying to contact me, go to steveben.zendesk.com because for some reason the email, which is provided by Gmail and forwards onto the ticket desk, flags a lot of people as spam, which is just ridiculous. So let's go for a really quick checkout just to save time. We'll not customize it just to save time. Success page, we'll say, congratulations. You can put in your own custom success page if you want, but this is what I like about the simple builder. You're in, and so there we go. Tracking, you can add your pixels in there, but we'll leave that because it's quick. Here's where you would say if they abandon the cart, send them an email sequence, send out extra emails if the card is declined or something. We'll leave that for now. Save and get URL. And then what we can do is we can go view checkout page. And there you go. Now, like I say, we can actually set ThriveCart if it's coming from an email rather than a Facebook ad. We can have that auto-completed. We can have a coupon code automatically added. Or if you don't have coupon codes, get higher conversions by turning it off. So now we've got Apple Pay because I'm on an Apple device, credit card or PayPal. Bump order, simple as that. There we go. Like I said, the coupon works super easy. They click on complete order and that's it. So there we go, guys. That's a very quick run through of setting up a product for sale. It's got integrations with popular membership systems. It also integrates with physical suppliers like Lulu. Also, there's a more technical integration which we use for create, deliver, member deliver, or you can set it to do a straight download or take people to a registration or download page. So like I say, if you want to drop your email, then I will email you about the success pack if you've already got ThriveCart. ThriveCart is closing next week as a lifetime product. Remember, there are no percentage fees, no monthly fees. Using all of this, I can easily double my front-end revenue using cart abandon, Apple Pay, bump orders, true one-click upsells. Very, very easy to do. So like I say, it's content.steveben.com/ThriveCart where you can actually see basically the success pack. If you've already got ThriveCart, I'll send out an offer tomorrow. We can just buy that separately. If you get ThriveCart, then obviously you'll get it included. Okay, thanks a lot, John. Much appreciated. If any of you don't hear back from me by the end of tomorrow, if you just drop an email to steveben@icloud.com and I'll get that sorted for you. Okay, and with that said, guys, really do need to kind of close up the office now and drive home, I guess. Hope the traffic isn't too bad. Thank you so much for attending today. I've really enjoyed the webinar. Thanks for your feedback. Thanks for bouncing ideas backwards and forwards. I've absolutely loved today. I hope you've got some value out of it. I really appreciate you attending.